Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Lauren Neidigh. This is going to be another very quick update, and I know a lot of people are going to be watching this after the fact, so leave me a comment. Let me know what you think below if you're watching this on replay. Now, Jed Wallace and Street Relations Inc., the crisis PR firm for Justin Baldoni, who, Blake Lively alleged helped orchestrate this smear campaign against her, which I firmly believe did not happen, but anyways, the crisis PR firm has now filed a motion to dismiss, or a notice for a motion to dismiss, in this New York federal court case. You probably know already that Jed Wallace had filed against Blake Lively in Texas, suing her for millions of dollars. And that is also still, an active, open case. So we'll take a look at what that means as well. First, here is let me pull this up for you guys. One sec. Okay. Here's the docket for the Wallace case in Texas. All right. Let me zoom in a little bit, actually. Okay. So you can see that her deadline to respond, so it was supposed to be like long past by now, but they extended it to 4/4. So she actually doesn't have to respond to his lawsuit in Texas until April 4th. So that's a couple weeks from now. But when she filed her amended complaint in this New York federal lawsuit, she named him as a defendant, added him to her suit. He was not originally listed, which was a point that he made in his lawsuit that he filed in Texas. But now we have here a notice of motion to dismiss. We don't have the whole memorandum up right now, which we'll have to read later when it comes out. But the reason for that is because they also filed a motion to seal, which I'll explain in a second. So let's just look at this really quickly. It's very short. Please take notice that through the memorandum of law, declaration of Jed Wallace, dated March 18th, exhibits 1 through 6 attached, Jed Wallace and Street Relations Incorporated, by and through its undersigned counsel, will move this court before the Honorable Louis L. Lyman at the United States Courthouse for the Southern District of New York for an order dismissing the claims of Blake Lively brought against them for the first time in her amended complaint. Okay, and they're saying for 1, lack of personal jurisdiction, 2, improper venue, 3, failure to state a claim, or 4, in the alternative, defendants move to sever the claims against them and to transfer venue to the United States District Court for the Western District of Texas, where a previously filed case involving the same parties and allegations is pending, and where Lively's claims could have been brought. So usually there's that big memorandum like explaining this, like the one that we read from Ryan Reynolds yesterday, but we don't have that just yet because of this motion to seal. I believe they're waiting on. Let's see, here it is. And it makes sense once you read it, but let's see. In Wallace's and Street's memorandum of law in support of their Rule 12 motion and the accompanying Jed Wallace declaration, both documents will contain sensitive personal medical information about Mr. Wallace. This letter motion is unopposed. Personal medical information implicates significant privacy interests that overcome the strong presumption of public access. And I agree with that. I think that, people's medical records should be protected unless this was a case of someone like faking cancer or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because people do that, apparently. That's a thing, like a much larger thing than I thought. But yeah, so I kind of agree with that. I don't know the specific laws on that. I'm pretty sure the law protects your medical records in this case. But even if it didn't, my opinion would still be, I don't think anyone should have access to people's medical records like that. I think that's a lot to me. I'm sure we would all want our privacy, but let's see. The court and parties here already view information like this as attorney's eyes only under this case's protective order. What is sealed will be limited, tailored only to personal medical information. In the memorandum, we redact 1 paragraph, less than 1% of the memorandum, 46 words out of about 6,600 words in the body, dedicated to Mr. Wallace's condition. For Mr. Wallace's declaration, we redact only the paragraphs that describe his health issues. Accordingly, we respectfully ask that the court grant this unopposed letter motion to seal and redact Mr. Wallace's personal medical information in Mr. Wallace's memorandum of law in support of his Rule 12 motion to dismiss and transfer venue and Mr. Wallace's declaration. So they're not trying to make it so we can't see any of this stuff, right? So they're just trying to redact the paragraphs with his medical information, which again, to me makes sense. I think that's fair. But yeah. One sec. Let me see this. My phone was going off. I'll double check now to make sure nothing else was entered, but I'm pretty sure we're probably not going to see that until maybe tomorrow. Not to rule out anything else coming up tonight. I'm just saying this particular one, we might not, because of the circumstances of like wanting this to be redacted. Yeah. So normally on these things, you would see like the lines underneath my head right now, where you see a letter motion and then notice a motion to dismiss. So I'm going to scroll up a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. But right here, where you see, this is from yesterday, motion to dismiss the amended complaint document filed by Ryan Reynolds. And then right after that comes the memorandum of law, which is the big long document that we read. We just don't have that one for Jed Wallace yet. So once we do, we'll go over that. Leah Sessions here from Donna Bowling and Zach Peters channels. Glad to have found you too. Oh, thank you. Yeah, those guys are great. All right, so that's about it for now. Like I said, I'm going to keep it really short, guys, because I'm expecting a lot more to come up between now and tomorrow night. Expect me to be checking back on everything until midnight tomorrow night, so I'm going to be very busy, and I still have some work to do. So I'm going to get back to it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.